up, y'all? I really want to talk to, like, today, I really want to be on some real ass shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, yes, I have my favorite dress on. I'm always hit y'all up with my favorite. This is my favorite dress from my boutique, Slave Page Shade. If y'all don't follow it, so follow it on Instagram, slavepageshade.boutique. All the goods, $25, 2 for $45. But no, real shit, I want to talk to y'all. You know, we riding today. I'm riding, leaving my shop. Last night I had like really some traumatizing, I seen it as traumatizing shit that occurred. Some people may see it indifferent, but I seen it as traumatizing because for the past 6-7 years of my life, I've dedicated it to being a wife, and for the past almost year, I've dedicated it to being a wife and a mother, on top of being an entrepreneur and being a fur parent to my 2 babies and running a house. Like, it's a lot. It's so much. And I see now what so many women go through. Excuse me. So to go through that and to do all this, and mind you, I changed a lot. I changed a lot of my lifestyle, a lot of just hanging out, me having a good time, enjoying life. I changed all that stuff and totally clink, locked down, settled down, because as a black woman, a black trans woman entering her 40s, I definitely wanted, at that time I was mid-30s, but I wanted to prepare myself for my 40s. So now that I'm entering them, I try my very, very, very best to do what I have to do, to just stay out of trouble, you know, set a good example for those that are coming up, you know, after me, and then be a good example for my daughter, and you know, be good to my husband and all that stuff. So like, to actually see discrepancies in our relationship is like mind blowing. Like, every relationship has problems. So I'm not gonna play victim and then try to, you know, play like everything's peaches and cream and it's all perfect, because it's not. I get up in the morning, I'm a bitch, I talk shit sometimes, I get aggravated, I get tired, I get fed up, he gets fed up, he gets tired of me talking shit, he gets tired of me complaining about stuff from time to time. Like, it is what it is. It's just like any normal relationship. But when you do something like, it's just certain things, and I don't want to get too deep into it because I love my husband, and regardless of anything, we're going to make it work. We're going to put our best foot forward and push through and make it work. So I definitely don't want to get too deep into it, but it's just something that hit heavy on my heart last night. And I was in the process, like, I closed the shop early yesterday. I got home, I cleaned out the studio, I set everything up, I set up a backdrop for photos, like I just went to redoing stuff and just really getting it in order for season 2 of the Giselle Talk Show. So when I was like in the process, and I'm gonna add that little clip in here, I had I was recording for the YouTube show, and I was, setting everything up and gonna get ready to research some information and stuff. So I'm like, oh, well, let me get my husband's phone, because I was interacting with you guys already for YouTube on my phone, and my laptop was going to be for the podcast. So I'm like, let me get his phone so I can be able to, look for different things on the web, on Google, what I researched, to find different information and different gossip to talk about and stuff. And it just, it was very mind-blowing to see what I saw. I was just very taken back and disappointed, to a certain extent, I was disappointed, you know. And at the same time, it's like I have to be accountable for my actions because I have done the same things, have been in the same situation. So it's now I'm in his shoes and I feel the way he felt. And I understand it so much more because, as some of you may know, some of you may not know, but before this I was escorting. You know, I didn't mind being an escort to paying gentlemen. It was fine with me. And when I got into my relationship, that's something that he had a problem with, was me escorting. So that's a big something that I changed. But yeah, so like I was saying, I had to change a lot of things in my life, and that was one of the main things that was a problem in my relationship that I chose to stop. I chose to change that, and I took a hit with that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I took a hit. I took from making $1,000 to $3,000 a day to just being, you know, housewife and making probably $3,000-4,000 a month. That's a big difference. That's a huge hit. But I chose to take that. And on top of that, then I opened up businesses with money that I had put to the side, with money that he invested into me. I used that money to open up businesses and create other avenues of income. And that's money that could have been used for my rhinoplasty, for my lipo 360, for my hips, for, you know, so much more stuff that I want to get done, that I want to do, that I haven't, that I chose to let go for love, for security, for just the well-being of my future, and show different to the girls. You know what I'm saying? Show them differences. Like, it's not, you don't always have to do stuff the same way. And that's what I really wanted to teach myself as well. And I think I did, you know, to a certain extent. I did teach myself because I stopped with escorting and all that. And then I chose to, you know what, what do I love? What is my passion? What would I wake up to do every single day? Music, of course, but the music that I do is basically with fashion. I'm more, you know, I can do more. I can express myself more. With music, they place me in a box, and then the music that I do is like a hindrance to my image. So it's like all around, like with the music. And then it's people who believe in me in private, but in public, like they've never shared a song, an album cover, a mixtape cover, a single cover, or anything. But they say they believe in me and they know I'm next up and I can make it, and that's hard to believe. But you know, it is what it is. I don't point the finger at nobody. That's why I chose to do what I knew would bring me income at the time, and that was fashion. So I delved into fashion, and that's what I've been aiming for. I've been doing for the past 4 years now. Slave Pay Shade has been in business. And then I opened up my cleaning business, Majestic Quality, and then started doing my cooking stuff, so because I want to do a restaurant as well. Like, it's so much more that you could do in life. And I always say, you know, don't limit yourself. Don't limit yourself just because of what hasn't been done. Excuse me, y'all. Because of what hasn't been done. Sometimes you have to lay that platform. You have to open up that road or pave that way for the next up. And we can't be scared. We have to step out and do what we have to do. But I really wanted to come to y'all and talk today because I really felt like I let y'all down yesterday. last night. I really let y'all down, and I let my feelings get the best of me, and I really should have poured it into my podcast and into my brand and into what I'm doing. But that's why I wanted to come back today and apologize. And I'm definitely we're gonna make this a YouTube video for my YouTubers, because I haven't did anything for you guys. And like, yeah, the shit bothered me, y'all. Y'all don't understand how much the shit bothered me and moved me, and it just, I wanted to do a cooking segment, but it's all good. We'll get to all that this week, so it's all good. You know what I'm saying? We ain't gonna dwell on the shit. It is what it is. It's a small thing to a giant. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a small thing to a giant. I talked to him, and communication is key, guys. In a relationship, communication is key, because it takes two. So you just can't do it one-sided on your own. And I went to bed last night upset a little bit, and it really upset a whole lot. But I woke up and I was like, you know, because I really didn't want to speak on too much last night. I didn't want to say anything to him or anything, because I knew I was upset and I knew how I was feeling. So I didn't want to say the wrong thing, because I'm a Gemini and I could change just like that in the blink of an eye. I could be cool, calm, and collected, and that shit could just flip on myself. So I was feeling like, oh, it's cool and we can talk about this, but my blood was boiling. So I knew it wasn't cool, and I knew we couldn't talk about it. But I knew that was the political thing. That was the correct thing to do. But sometimes it ain't always about being political and being correct. It's about knowing yourself, and I know me. So I said, you know what, let me sit my ass down. Let me go on the bed. I cooked. Dinner's done. He can fix his own plate. I'm gonna go ahead and take my ass to bed. And got my baby, and we went to bed. I woke up this morning, and I waited till this afternoon, and I texted him, and I spoke to him. You know, we spoke about it, and I just wanted to let him know and inform him that I'm aware. I'm aware. You know what I'm saying? There's no wool pulled over my eyes. That'll never happen. I never say never, but by God, that'll never happen. So you can cut it, or you can lose it. Either or. So if your family means enough, if I mean enough, if your daughter means enough, if what we've built mean enough to you, you'll cut the bullshit and do what's needed and what your wife is asking, what your spouse is asking of you. So who knows? One thing I can say is men are all the same. You know, men, they come different, they operate a little different, but at the end of the day, they're pretty much all the same. You can just end up with a good one or a bad one. And that's only in the way they can carry, you know. You can end up with a one that carries on good when he's around your people and that's good. Or one that like to show his ass when he's around people. But at the end of the day, in private, and they're all the same. They're all gonna be the same. You know? When I love hard, and that's a problem for me. I've always worn my heart on my sleeve. That's a problem for me. And I'll be quick to jump into things, and that's the bipolar in me. I'll be quick to jump ship and just fall right into shit and wonder why I'm covered in flies. But it is what it is. I'm going to continue to be the best version of myself that I can be. Hopefully this was something that can just see itself pass and won't continue to take place. Who knows? I'll definitely keep you guys posted. Y'all know that. I definitely keep y'all posted. But oh, excuse me. But yeah, I don't know. I was just blindsided. That's the thing that could fuck you up the most, is being blindsided. Like, hold up. Wait a minute. And they're like, you never know a person until you live with them. Well, I've been living with this man for 5 years. Like, whoa. But I guess it's life. It is what it is. I'm not going to dwell on it. I prayed. I gave it to God. This is me just getting it off my chest so I could just get it out there. Because I know everybody is, oh, I seen your Instagram, I seen your accounts, and you said you was devastated and logging off for a while. And yeah, that's how I was feeling. Like going in the shell, because to a certain extent I felt humiliated. I really felt humiliated. Like, my gosh, I put myself out there with this guy. I've done all this stuff, and I know what the naysayers are saying. I know what the haters are saying. So it's just like, let's not prove them right, you know? And it's not even so much about them. At the end of the day, really, it's not even about them. It's about my happiness and his. So that's why I came, today, like, are we okay? Is there something we should be working on? Like, and then before you get on this, like, you so don't know where this is coming from, listen, I'm very aware. Like, I'm going to be very direct with you. I'm not going to play this beating around the bush game. It's very good. Communication is key. So I'm not going to do the whole, I went 4 days without talking to his ass. Girl, I ain't talked to that bitch for a week, blah, blah, blah. We ain't going to do that. No, we're not going to do that. That's time wasted. Because say in 3 days we haven't talked. You leave for work and by God something happened. And I got to say, well, I hadn't spoke to him in 3 days, but y'all was living under the same roof. Like, that wouldn't even make sense. So that I definitely didn't want to look stupid like that. So we're just like, hey, let's talk about it. Let's see where it goes. So that's what we did. I love him. I love him, and I know that he loves me. But what is love? I take loyalty over love. So that's where I'm at. I'm more at some, show me your loyalty. Be loyal to me. Fuck the rest. And that's that on that. But I just wanted to come to y'all and drop some jewels. I just, had some shit weighing heavy on my chest. Because I was so ready to give y'all cocktails with the queen. I was so ready to give y'all cocktails with the queen last night. I was ready. But shit happens. It's all good. You know, shit happens and it's all good. But listen, I love you guys. If you're not following me, follow me on Instagram at the Giselle Talk Show. That's the_Giselle_Talk Show. Giselle is Gezelle. The Giselle Talk Show. Give us a follow. Follow us on YouTube. If you're watching this on YouTube, make sure you hit the subscribe button and subscribe below. Share this on your social media page. All that good stuff. Tag your friends. Let them know I exist. Let them know I'm here. The Giselle Talk Show. Make sure y'all tune in. Season 2 is coming. Baby, listen. Season 2 is about 4 days away because it's dropping Monday. That's what y'all didn't know. And that's what I wanted to drop to y'all last night. Season 2 is coming Monday, y'all. Yes, God. The Giselle Talk Show Season 2, Cocktails with the Queen. It's coming Monday, so y'all better gear up and get ready. The airing times has changed and all that stuff there. We're going to do this nightly podcast thing. I'm thinking, y'all will see. I got some tricks up my sleeve for y'all, though. I love you guys. You know y'all are the best followers, believers, listeners in the world. I trust in y'all. I depend on y'all. I come to y'all, for an ear, a shoulder when needed. And y'all the best. Y'all listen and y'all give me feedback. And y'all can always inbox me on my social media accounts, Instagram, Facebook, all that good stuff. Twitter. No, we getting on Twitter. We ain't on Twitter yet. YouTube. Subscribe. Comment. All that good stuff. And I answer y'all questions. Merchandise. I had questions about merchandise. Merchandise is coming. You'll be able to order that via Big Cartel. Merchandise is coming. It's on the way. So y'all look out for the merch. Look out for t-shirts, mugs, wine glasses, all that good stuff. It's on the way. I got y'all. I promise. I love you guys. Thank y'all so much for the support.